Good morning, everybody, from a rather nippy Virginia. So I don't know, in the 30s Fahrenheit, something. Definitely changed up from that 74 the other day, and the 12 degrees from the day before that. Who knows? Anyway, I've been working on this Spork. I think I've hogged off about as much as I want to and take to the sandpaper and really kind of, take some of these little marks out, but you can see the tooling marks and cut marks and stuff and everything, and the fork end of it, I put a little bit more of an aggressive rake on the tines this time than I did before, but might even do a little bit more modifying on that, but probably not. The spoon part, I need to do a little bit more work in there, I think. But that's deeper than the normal spoon or manufactured spoon, and a bit longer too, I believe. Anyway, we'll get to it. And we already have another blank set up. This one is set up to be a 4 time thing. Of course, you can change it. And I started gouging out some of the bowl already, but we're gonna finish this up, and then we'll treat it with our beeswax and olive oil. The other fork that we built, it has really gotten a chance to dry good now, and that olive oil beeswax combination is it's turned really a dark color, and the accents the woods quite a bit. You can see the grains in this, and I believe this is rosewood. I'm not totally sure, but I believe this is rosewood, but it's got some really neat wood lines and everything like that, and you can see some knots and stuff where I work with. But one thing about it, if you use the hatchet method, you definitely gotta be careful, because you can see where I took a little chunk out of there. So I think if you're doing a big old spoon or a ladle or something like that, the axe method is a good way to go. But these little smaller things, I'm thinking saws and little hand saws and gouges and chisels and stuff like that. Probably the best way to go. We'll take some sandpaper to it and get it refined to a point, and built myself a little sandpaper holder there, and put each end in there, and run it like that. And got a couple other little tools that we're going to make that are specific to the task that we're doing. Like I said, I'm hopeful in the next couple months we'll start working on the shed, knock that wall out there, and go on to the side and get a new wood lathe, and start turning some bigger stuff, bowls and whatnot. You can still do bowls without a lathe though, and we'll probably get into that. But in the meantime, we're gonna keep on working on our little small stuff and everything. And like I said, this is saws, spoke shave, hatchet, and stuff like that. Japanese saw. All right, and this is something that we got from Donnie Law's East Tennessee Outdoors, is known as a worm rattler. And let me show this to you real quick. And as far as I know, Donnie is about the only one that builds them with this knob like this. And I will leave a video or a link for that channel in the bottom of this. But anyway, you take your little thing here, you stick the point in the ground, and you like that, and the worms will jump out the ground. And I do have a video up that I did last year where it did just that. Anyway, thanks for dropping in. This will probably be a 3-part video, and we'll get busy. All right, everybody, take care. Mm-hmm. Yeah, a little bit more, I think. Looking good. The real test is how comfortable it is coming up to your mouth. Mm-hmm. Maybe a little bit more. Back it belong right in here. Yeah, maybe a little bit more. Let's right here. When we finish with this sandpaper, we'll go to the really light grade stuff, and that's the stuff that really brings out the markings in the wood and all that. Looking good. I think I want to leave some of these tool marks. Kind of gives it a, you know, a rough, handmade kind of look. I don't want to refine it so much. It looks like it was made in a factory or something. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, I think I like this. Just refined enough to be able to comfortably eat with it, but not so much so it looks like it came off of a shelf somewhere. This is the only real part that I think you got to spend some time on, because if you bring it up to your mouth and you got to open your mouth wide as it goes to get to your soup or your beans or whatever, then and I don't really like the sharp angles on the spoon part. I prefer a more rounded oval look. Yeah, that is some nice markings, man. Look at that. Sorry about all the noise out there. Sounds like the Air Force is alive and well today. Alright. See you back soon. This part where you really want to go. Take it easy. Just kind of let it slide back and forth. Get all that rough stuff out of there. And I guess this kind of stuff is just knowing when to stop, man. You don't want to push it so much it'll break. And then you get like a crack or something, a little line in there, and it's kind of like making a knife. You want to chase that crack, and by the time you chase that crack all the way through, you don't have anything left. Yeah, got a little tiny crack right there, but I don't think that is much to be concerned about, so we're not going to push it too far. Yeah. I definitely believe this will spare you up some food. Okay. Alright, we're going to get some of this really fine sandpaper, electric coated abrasive paper, CW3000. And this is what really brings out the markings, makes it smooth. Not any of those burrs or sharp points. And you'll really see here in a second that it really makes the grains of glue pop. Oh yeah. Starting to see a lot of the swirls come up in there. Yeah. Alright, we used our really lightweight sandpaper, fine grade, and got it looking good. Now what I normally do is I'll take a wet paper towel or something and just wipe all the dust off. And I know you guys have probably seen where people, when they're milling stuff, they'll throw a little bit of water on there to really brings out the grain. And that's pretty much the same way. Gets rid of all that dust and whatnot. And we'll let her dry, and we'll do our beeswax olive oil mixture. You can already see by putting that wet moisture on there and wiping away a lot of the sawdust and little stuff, how it's changed up. I'm going to wipe it one more time once it dries, and Alright, everybody. Now we're gonna let it dry up. And, look at the lines, man. Look at it. It's gonna be really pretty. We get that beeswax and olive oil on it. Alright, we're gonna do put some of our beeswax on there. That's what it looks like. Put it on there just about like this and give her a good coating of it. Then we'll run our hands along it and everything. The heat from our hands, take care of it and kind of make it go in. Yeah, I've heard a great many discussions as to what is the best way of applying or finishing it or protecting it. And I've heard tung oil and mineral oil, but this is what I do. Put this. Alright, we've got our beeswax in there pretty good. Alright, and I'm going to put some olive oil on there, and it's just regular old olive oil. Alright, we got ourselves a little bit of that olive oil. I think this is going to look pretty cool. Once it gets a chance to soak in and everything. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's gonna look good. Okay. Make sure we get in these tines. There we go. Yeah, I've heard of some people putting them in these little tubes and little baths and, letting it really soak out, through, but I just think it'll leach out, every time it gets wet. So, just a good smearing down, paper towel, whatever. Oh yeah, I think it's gonna look pretty good, guys. Almost like the front of a guitar. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna let her lay like that. Let that dry up for a little bit. I'm gonna take the other paper towel there and dry it off. Alright, she can still dry a little bit more, but you get a general sense of the grain of the wood, the olive oil and beeswax, and like I said, I left some roughage in there to kind of, you know, make it look like it was handmade. You see some of the knots and the grain and everything, and I think it turned out pretty good. You see the darkness of the knot back up here too. The good thing about one of these things is I've heard stories that if you break a tine off, you just take your knife out or your whatever and refashion yourself some tines. So there we go, homemade spork. I like it. Came out really nice. Nice color. And it started with that right there. Alright everybody, thank you for watching.